Welcome to the Motivational Talks podcast. In this 50th episode, we will talk deeply about the topic of the modern woman mindset. If you like the content and message of Be Empowered Media, please consider subscribing to this channel for more motivational content. Joining me today is Charlene, a woman who embodies what it means to be modern, independent, outspoken, and not afraid to push against the grain. Charlene, thanks for being here. Thanks for having me. And just so we're clear, I'm not here to freaking sugarcoat anything. I live my life on my terms. And a lot of people, especially men and even some stupid broads, don't like it. But that's not my freaking problem. Let's start simple. What does it mean to be a modern woman? Freedom. Pure and simple. Freedom from being told who to be, what to do, or when to do it. I don't need a man to validate me, pay my bills, or slap his last name on me. My career, my happiness, my life. That's my priority. Marriage, kids, submitting to a man, that's a cage, and I refuse to step into it. But freedom alone doesn't answer everything. How do modern women navigate relationships? We navigate on our terms, and that includes hookup culture. Let's be real. Men have been doing it forever without being called names. But if a woman sleeps with a few men, suddenly she's a slut or a whore. That's nonsense. Hookup culture isn't about being reckless. It's about honesty, control, and freaking enjoying life.
Can you unpack that? Why do modern women embrace hookups?
A lot of reasons. First, choice. I want intimacy sometimes, but I don't want strings. I'm not looking for a man to fix my life or be my emotional crutch. Second, thrill. Sexuality is freaking fun. If I enjoy it and it's consensual, why should I feel guilty? Third, control. Modern women don't want to feel trapped. We want to explore, connect, and decide what feels right without shame.
Some people say casual sex leads to emptiness.
Only if you lie to yourself. A lot of women hop into hookups hoping it'll turn into love or validation. That's when it hurts. But if you're upfront, this is fun, temporary, for me, then you're empowered. I'm not chasing a man, I'm enjoying myself. Men have been doing this for centuries, why can't we?
So it's about agency and control?
Exactly. Modern women are tired of being told, no you can't, or you're a whore. We're saying, freaking yes I can, I will, and I don't care what you think. That's empowerment. Where we claiming sexuality on our terms. Do hookups ever blur emotional lines? Sure, that's human. Emotions can get messy, but that's why self-awareness matters. If you're clear on your boundaries, it works. If not, you'll crash. The key is intention. When I'm ready for something serious, I make it clear. Until then, it's all about fun and choice. And this doesn't lead to regret. Only if you let society tell you should feel guilty. I've had casual relationships. I didn't regret them because I knew why I was doing them. I knew what I wanted. And honestly, some women get hooked on the attention, the thrill, the validation, and that's when it can go wrong. But if you're freaking self-aware, it's liberating. How do men react to modern women embracing hookup culture? Some are intimidated. Some are thrilled, some are scared. Weak men get defensive because they think a strong, independent woman is competition. Strong men, they respect it because they understand a woman who can stand on her own isn't desperate, isn't clingy, and isn't settling. That's real power.
And if a young woman is listening right now, unsure about whether to embrace this lifestyle, what's your advice?
I'd tell her, know yourself first. Be honest about your boundaries, your desires, and your intentions. Don't do it because society says don't. Don't do it because you're looking for validation. Do it because you want to and because it aligns with your freaking life. It's freedom, not chaos if handled with awareness.
Let's pivot to careers. Do modern women put work above family?
For many, yes. And why shouldn't we? Men have been building careers, chasing money, traveling, and nobody questions it. Women finally get to do the same without judgment. Career and personal fulfillment are priorities because independence isn't selfish, it's survival, growth, and freaking self-respect. If I want a family later, I'll figure it out.
If not, that's fine too.
And fulfillment? Critics say modern women end up lonely. That's projection. Some people can't imagine fulfillment outside of marriage, so they assume nobody else can. Fulfillment is personal. Mine comes from experiences, travel, impact, and my own freaking growth. Another woman might find fulfillment in a husband and kids. Both are valid. The difference is owning your path and not apologizing for it.
Let's get raw. What do you say to women who call hookup culture immoral?
I say morality is subjective. Men have been enjoying sex freely for centuries. Why can't women do the same without being shamed? Hookup culture isn't a moral failing, it's a choice. And women are freaking reclaiming that choice. Stop judging and start understanding that sexual freedom doesn't make a woman a slut, it makes her empowered.
And legacy. How does a modern woman leave one if she's not following tradition?
Through impact. Business, influence, mentoring, creativity. Those are legacies. Kids aren't the only way to leave something behind. I want my name attached to things that changed lives. That's how I'll be remembered. And honestly, some women have children but leave no legacy because they didn't build themselves first. Legacy is contribution, not just reproduction. Some argue independence can lead to isolation. True, sometimes. But independence isn't isolation. Isolation is being lonely and disconnected. Independence is knowing you can survive, thrive, and live fully on your own, then choosing whom to let in. That's the balance. Final question, Charlene. If a young woman is listening right now, confused about modern life versus tradition, what's your advice? Live your truth. Not your mother's, not society's, not Instagram's. Ask yourself, what makes me come alive? If it's a career, a partner, hookups, or all of it, own it. Don't shrink to fit a box that wasn't made for you. The world will always try to tame you. The question is, will you let it, or will you live untamed and freaking free?
Mic drop. Charlene, thank you for your raw honesty, unapologetic voice, and for giving our listeners a lot to think about. To everyone listening, where do you stand? Are you embracing freedom like Charlene, or does tradition still call your name? Drop your comments, check out the links below, and subscribe to this channel for more raw, motivational content. Until next time, be empowered.